Good morning, good morning, good morning. My 10:20 a.m. live is 11 minutes late, but I want to tell you why. I had some of the most precious neighbors stop by, and they just wanted to introduce themselves, and they asked if they could pray for me. They asked if they could pray for the journey that I'm on here, and they wanted to know if they could pray about the transition and Christmas. And you know what? They were so authentic in everything that they were asking me about that it was just really hard to close that door and say, I have said I would be on Facebook Live at 10:20. So I recognize the God anointed appointment, and I embraced that and I enjoyed that. So you saw in the description today that we're going to talk about 7 ways that we need to embrace being a leading lady. You see, what we find with women is that there is so much skepticism about who they are, whether it's in the boardroom, behind the pulpit, teaching in a classroom, working with the public, whether they're a driver, a speaker, a teacher, a factory worker. You can run the gamut of what women are doing, and these 7 things show up over and over again. So we're just going to go ahead and handle those right now, okay? So let's look at number 1 this morning. I'm so glad to see you. I hope your holidays are going really great. You can follow me on sherry-chester.com and also on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. So now that I've said that, because I want to be able to keep up with you and I want you to be able to keep up with me, let's look at the first one, okay? Being confident. See, so many times we think because someone asks us a question that they are questioning us. Absolutely not true. What is true, and a friend and I were talking about this earlier in the week, sometimes people will want to throw you off their game. They may have some very good, well-meaning questions. You see, Chick-fil-A does one thing, and they do it very well. They sell chicken, and they are closed on Sundays. If you want a burger, don't go to Chick-fil-A. Know who you are, know your lane, stay there, and don't let anyone take away your confidence. Keep your own switch of faith turned on. So whatever it is you're supposed to be doing, don't let people try and take you off task. See, we have to be so settled inside ourselves as to what we're supposed to be doing that 1,000 recommendations can come, and we can nod and listen, and we can ask the Father, is this one for me? But if it does not line up with the mission and the vision of your life, drop it. Just totally let it go, okay? So stay in your lane. Be confident. Don't let people steal your confidence. If you know that you're more of a chicken person than a burger, or a burger person more than a chicken based on the example, so you step up to the plate, stay in the lane. Number 2, so important, speak up. So many times women are sitting in a room and they feel like, oh, if I don't make any waves, if I don't speak up, it will be okay. It's not okay. Speak up. Let your voice be heard. You have ideas that are worth hearing and mentioning, so speak up. People respect it more. They respect you more when you'll take the time to share the idea. Is every idea fully embraced? No, but you must learn when and how to speak up. It goes back to number 1. So we have to be confident in who we are. And then secondly, speak up. You'll be glad that you did. Third thing about so many women that I wish we would learn to embrace, you are your best leading lady. You are phenomenal. So stand in your success. I've had so many friends recently of all ages graduate from college, whether they are young or in their 30s, 40s. I've had some friends in their 60s graduate. They are almost apologetic when they share this on Facebook. Girl, if you have graduated, if you have finished a course, if you have done something that represents success in your life, celebrate, stand in your success, count your wins. And you're like, oh, I just want to be humble. We can be humble, but let me tell you what, if God has helped you earn a degree, if God has given you a promotion, if God has given you the ability to have some wins and you recognize that his hand has been there, own it. Stand in your success. See, it brings him glory. This false sense of humility is robbing too many ladies of the very thing that they need to do. So be confident was the first one. Speak up. Stand in your success. Now, this next one, I'm telling you, I have had to fight it. I don't even like admitting it, but sometimes we have to just tackle the imposter syndrome. It starts out real innocently. So many times we have people say, oh, just fake it till you make it. Well, what they're saying is we're not the real deal. You are the real deal. You have something to offer the world that no one else can. This is your time. This is your season. You have the favor of God Almighty. So get really comfortable in your skin and stop thinking that you're an imposter or that someone is going to find you out. I'm telling you what, they will like the real, authentic you so much better than they will like you trying to impress them. I've really had to learn this in this latest house. I have made some choices about furniture that's come in here, and truthfully, how much bling I have brought into the house. I may just walk you around in the next couple of Saturdays and show you, but I mean, I'm telling you, I have more crystal in here now probably than I ever have. And it's like, oh, is that in style? Is it this? Is it that? You know, I don't really know. I honestly do not care because what I know is I like things that are shiny and sparkle. I'm one of those gals that likes glitter. And so if I now get a lot of glitter in the mail, I'll really know you heard that. But you see, I give you that really crazy, somewhat silly example to say, know who you are and own it. Now, do our decisions and things that we like change over time? Yes, but that's just called growing. Tackle that imposter syndrome. Find out what you like and make sure that you're owning who you are, because you see, other people will respect you more when you're comfortable in your own skin. So let's go back over the first four before we tackle the last three. I'm so glad you're here. 1, be confident. So when you're taking notes, this is your chance on your phone. 1, be confident. 2, speak up. Your voice is worth being heard. You have great ideas. 3, stand in your success. There are things that you have done that no one else has. Own it. Be thankful for the places where God has given you favor. And of course, number 4, tackle the imposter syndrome. You are not an imposter. No one else can do what you do. No one has the same thumbprint. No one has the same ideas. No one has the same voice. No one has the same opinions or energy level. I'm telling you, you are the real deal. Get that settled inside of your heart and mind. You'll be so glad you did. Okay, so are you ready for the next 3? This is just going to kick some of us, especially during the holidays when we have this bigger than life attitude about what Christmas should be. Overcome perfectionism. Everything does not have to be perfect. In fact, when it is, when we're trying so hard, so many times we will not start. There are some things that are on your mind and in your heart today. I know it. I sense it. I know it in my very being. And you have not started because you think it has to be perfect. You know what? I unpacked the things in the hutch. I had no idea if they really looked good or not. I'd not even staged them. I was just busy unpacking yesterday thinking, I want that thing filled up. Is it perfect yet? No, probably not. Will it ever be? I'm not sure. Can it look better than what it does now? Probably, and I will get to it. But you see, it was so important for me just to be able to say, okay, I'm here with you this morning talking about ways you can be a leading lady. I wanted you to be able to see a part of my home instead of using a virtual background. We overcome perfectionism by owning where we're at, living in the moment, and celebrating that. It's okay to be on a journey. Relax. You'll enjoy life so much better. So that was number 5. Remember, 1 was be confident. 2 was speak up. In a room, let people hear who you are. I know that you can be kind and tactful, but I'm telling you, your voice matters. 3, stand in your success. There are things that God has allowed you to do that no one else can do. Number 4, tackle the imposter syndrome. You are the real deal. And of course, number 5, overcome perfectionism. We have 2 more. Trust your own voice. Can I tell you how many times I hear women say, well, who am I? Who am I to bring up this point or call this to someone's attention? I'll tell you who you are. If you have asked Jesus Christ into your heart, you are a blood-bought daughter of the Most High God. And it goes back to having that voice. Trust your own voice. You see, you have the mind of Christ. The Holy Spirit is in you to make you very creative. So why wouldn't you trust your own voice? If there's the prompting there, speak up well, and trust that you have something to offer. And number 7, as we close out this morning live with Sherry Chester, deal with your negative thoughts. Listen, filter what is coming into you today. You know, if it's not something that is good, perfect, kind, peace-loving, edifying, joyful, it's a negative thought, and girl, get rid of that stuff. Because I'll tell you what, we get to filter what we think on, and sometimes we just let these nagging thoughts run in the background. If you're going to be the leading lady of your life that I know you can be, will be, and are walking in right now, you have to shut down negative thoughts. The moment you catch it, say, no, that is not true about me, and then you speak life. This is Sherry Chester. Follow me on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, or you can go to my website, sherry-chester.com. So excited to be here with you, and I will see you next week at 10:20 unless another wonderful neighbor stops by. So you have a great Saturday, and I'll be talking to you soon. Bye-bye.